If you can't pistol squat just yet, then don't worry. This Pistol Squat for Beginners series will teach you the necessary steps you need to take in order to safely achieve your first pistol squat. Hey, it's Oskar from GoPrimate here, and in part 1 of this series, we're gonna go through the first factor that usually blocks people from achieving their first pistol squat: mobility. So there are 3 main areas that need to be mobile enough for you to perform pistol squats or any type of squat for that matter. And the 3 areas are ankles, hips, and hamstrings. Let's start with ankle mobility, and ankle mobility is probably the most important one when it comes to pistol squats and when it comes to squats in general, because it's actually a really common reason when it comes to injuries and squatting. So by just having a sufficient level of ankle mobility, you're actually reducing your injury risk when doing any type of squat. For improving your ankle mobility, you want to stretch the gastrocnemic muscle and the soleus muscle. These muscles two combined form the calf muscles as we know them. To stretch the gastrocnemius muscle, you want to keep your leg straight. So I'll share with you 2 stretches here, and you only need to use one of these actually. So the first one is that you simply put your heel close to a wall or a pole or anything that's very sturdy on the ground, and you simply pull your hips closer to that pole or whatever you're doing this on. Now the closer you pull yourself to that pole, the more intense the stretch is going to be. And what you can do here is you can simply move a little bit left and right to see where the tightness lies. So you can open up different spots of the gastrocnemius here. And if you want to make your stretch even more intense, then simply put the heel even closer to the pole. So you might have to squat down a little bit and really put the heel close to that pole and then get back into the stretch, and this is going to give you an even more intense of a stretch. Now another way, which is actually my personal favorite, is by using a slant board. So here what you do is simply put your foot on a slant board and lean forward a little bit, and you're going to notice a very pleasant and intense stretch in your calves. Alright, so now let's move on to the soleus muscles. So here you want to have your knees bent when you're stretching these. So the first one, you're going to be on the ground. So you're simply going to be having one foot on the ground and the other one is just right next to it. And you're going to be leaning your weight on your knee. And this way you're going to be getting a really good stretch in your soleus muscle. And same thing here. Move around a little bit to the left and right to feel where you can find the tightness and open up different areas of the muscles. Here I will also say that you want to keep the heel on the ground, but if the heel comes up a little bit, it's not the whole world. All you want to do is to get that stretch. The other way you can stretch your soleus is by going into a low squat. So just a low seated squat and simply move around a little bit here. You can even lean forward a little bit here to put more weight on the knees, so you're getting a more intense stretch. And here I would say that it actually doesn't matter if your heels come off the ground, because a lot of people are very, very tight, so the heel is going to come off the ground anyway. This is a really good way to stretch both ankles at the same time. So let's move on to the hips now. The hips are also an area that if it's really tight, it's going to be very hard to do any type of squatting, and especially a pistol squat that requires so much mobility in general. So here I have one main stretch for you, and that's going to be a kneeling lunge. So all you do is go on one knee into a low lunge, and the front foot should be flat on the ground, and the knee should be right on top of the ankle. So it should be a straight line. Here you should be getting a stretch already depending on how tight you are. So just chill in this position, and then you can bend forward even more from your hips to get a more of a stretch in there. If you're able to, you can even come down on your hands and on your elbows to get a more intense stretch in there. But this is a very simple way of increasing your hip mobility. A bonus I throw in here with you is that you can even try to lift the back leg off the ground, so the back foot, and this way you can get a very effective hip flexor stretch. Let's move on to hamstrings now. You don't need to have an insane amount of hamstring flexibility for pistol squats, but if you're very tight, it's going to be very hard to do pistol squats and also any type of other squat. So a basic stretch you can do here, a one-legged forward fold, I think it's called. So you just stand with one foot in front of the other with your legs straight and simply bend forward from your hips. Now, the only thing you should think about here is actually to keep that lower back pretty flat, because if you start bending forward and rounding with your upper back, then you only created the illusion of a more stretch, because this actually doesn't impact the hamstrings at all. So when it comes to the actual holding time, around 30 seconds or longer, if you can hold this on a pretty consistent basis, you're going to notice your mobility is going to be increasing and improving gradually. These stretches here are something you can do on a daily basis, but again, the most important one is definitely ankle. So get your ankle mobility in check, and the ankle mobility is also the easiest one to develop, right? It's just like standing around. So these are the main mobility blockers for a pistol squat. Get these in check and you will have the necessary mobility to perform a pistol squat. So now that you have your mobility plan in check, now it's time to move on to training the muscles that you need for a pistol squat. So make sure you go check out the next part of this series to find out the best way to train the muscles that you need to be able to perform a full pistol squat. And that is it for this video, guys. If you got some value from this video, then please go ahead and leave this video a like, it's highly appreciated, and subscribe to the channel for more tips on how to optimize your body weight, ring and at-home fitness training. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.